All right, happy Friday. How's everybody doing? Hopefully everybody had a good week. I wanted to talk a little bit about a topic that's been near and dear to me, and that is the topic of practicing. It's that P word where it's almost like a lot of people view it as a chore, and I kind of wanted to talk about at least my approach to practicing. A lot of times that people view it, it's like a chore. They almost dread practicing. So, I thought I'd talk a little bit about some principles that I try to follow for them specifically. The first one is to basically acknowledge the challenge, and I'll go into that a little bit more. The second one is to commit the time regularly, whether it's every other day, daily. The third thing that I want to talk about is to limit the scope. And fourth, and my favorite, is to have fun, however we want to define that. So let's talk about, to acknowledge the challenge. What I mean by that is that there are a lot of people who don't think that they need to practice. I'm often reminded of Allen Iverson, famous basketball player, where, I don't know, it was some kind of shenanigan, and he used the word practice, practice, practice 21 times. And basically his insinuation is he didn't need to practice. He just needed to be ready for game time, but practice was just practicing. If you're that talented and you don't need to practice, then by all means, this is not for you. I'm not, and many people are not. So, and then to me, practicing the way I've defined it is really working at your craft. In this case, it's music, whether it be guitar or another instrument, and setting up some time to work over some specific things that you need to work on. And that could be instructed or geared based upon your interactions with your teacher, or just things that you need to get, you need to work on. So you have to acknowledge that challenge. So that's the first step, realizing that you do need to practice in order to get better. The second thing is to commit time. And when I say this, everybody's busy. And when I say commit time to practicing, not to noodling, or a lot of times I do that. I sometimes I think I have a video, I said noodling is practicing. It depends what you're doing with that. So commit the time. And by that, I don't mean, I'm not in a conservatory. Many of you are not as well. I don't mean to commit 8 hours a day. We don't have that. We have lives, we have families and things that we need to do. So, but at the same time, you need to commit time, and time can be as little as 15 minutes, 5 minutes, whatever you have. And the thing about learning and memory retention is that doing something consistently reinforces it more than if you don't touch the instrument or you don't practice. And then you practice one day for 5 hours, but you don't practice, the remaining 6 other days, or for things of that nature. So just be consistent about your practice regimen. The third thing is to limit the scope of your practice. There is so much stuff on the guitar, it's not even funny. As much as I know is when I start realizing how little I know. So limiting the scope, that could be, hey, I need to work on repertoire, I need to work on chords, I need to work on scales, I need to work on single line soloing, I need to work on accompaniment, I need to work on fingerstyle, I need to work on pick technique. There's not enough time, there's not enough lifetime to practice all of the different elements and things that we need to practice as guitar players. And the last thing that I want to stress is to have fun when you practice. What that means is that don't think of it as a chore. Think of it as a vehicle to get better on the instrument. So having fun for me always means that I play songs when I practice, period. That is the whole aim of learning the guitar, learning an instrument, is to get better and play songs. So all my practice regimen always, include playing songs I might have played a gazillion times. And, I get some nuggets each and every time that I play them. I might play them fingerstyle, and then I say, well, I've got this thing down fingerstyle. Let me try pick style. Let me try rubato. Let me do something. But I want to have fun, and I want to get better at the instrument. So so at the same time, let's acknowledge the challenge. Let's commit the time. Let's limit the scope and have fun. All right, then. Thank you so much for watching.